Message coming in. Patching it through.
Commander, I'm glad you're in the area. We've got an emergency situation, and you're the only one I can trust to get the job done.
How can I help, Admiral?
Biotic fanatics have hit a medical research station with a psychotropic drug. The drugs have temporarily driven researchers crazy, and the biotics are effectively using them as human shields.
So if I shoot everything that moves, a lot of researchers are gonna die.
Exactly. A normal team could handle the biotics, but a lot of innocent researchers would die during the operation. That's why I contacted you. I'm hoping you can keep the casualties to a minimum.
I'll do everything within my power to bring those researchers back safely, Admiral.
I know you will, Commander. I'm sending you the station coordinates now. Fifth lead out.
is mainly composed of aluminium, with numerous deposits of calcium. Though it has enough mass to retain a dense atmosphere, Chohe is nearly a vacuum. This lack of atmosphere allows a moderate average temperature, but the differences between day and night are extreme. The surface of Chohe's sunward-facing side is usually covered by a haze of biolates. The volatiles, mainly water, vapor, and carbon dioxide, which return to the ground as frost over the course of a long, cold night. A certain foundation is established for research outposts on Chohe to investigate the native subterranean life of Chohe, which shows incredible resilience to extremes of heat and cold.
Cover me.
Matriarch's writings recovered. While sifting through this pile of debris, we discovered another of Matriarch Tilinaga's writings. It's a bad shape, but most of it is still intact. Close to the transmitter, our comms pick up a recording of Wistful String Quartet. We power the system down. Whoever lived here, they haven't been back for some time. The crates are covered with Chohe's chalky dust, and the status lights at the shack indicate its atmosphere ran out long ago. Matriarch's writings recovered. Looks like someone has been living in this place. The small crate held some stale food and one of Matriarch Tilinaga's writings. It's still in fairly good condition, unlike the food. It is not clear who owns this container, but we discovered one of Matriarch Tilinaga's writings inside. successfully surveyed a small deposit of plutonium. This person must have died while attempting to salvage a crashed satellite.
You need to turn back, Commander. You're going beyond the range of the operational area. You need to turn back, Commander. You're going beyond the range of the operational area.
Cover me.
We've successfully surveyed a large deposit of mercury. Take down the terrorists, but remember to check targets. The civilians are so Steadily by the drag Lavender right into the middle of a firefight.
Finally, some action! All of them! With knives! Not now, Commander!
Gotta make sure that doesn't happen again. Gotta make sure that doesn't happen again.
Cleared the facility. Civilian losses were tolerable. Evolution of humanity. Those biotics didn't seem that different from the other scum we deal with.
Think we're good, Commander.
On your order. It's all so beautiful. Can you see it?
Bubbles, but when I touch them, I pop. Too much spinning. When I smile, the walls chime. I'm making so much music.
They're in my head. All of them. With knives.
Message coming in. Patching it through.
Good work, Commander. You took down the biotics with minimal collateral damage.
I killed innocent people today, Admiral. The Biotic set it up, but I pulled the trigger.
The Biotics had every advantage, including human shields. You lost a handful of civilians. Any other unit I sent in would have lost dozens of innocent lives. You saved a lot of lives today, Commander. Fifth Fleet out.
Body of the asteroid belt of the blue star Plutus, not only large enough to maintain its spherical shape, but also massive enough to retain the noxious carbon and sulfur dioxides venting from its many volcanoes as an atmosphere. Nonual is rapidly volcanic, and the source of its great heat is also the source of its inordinate mass. Nonual is a secondary source of element zero, coalesced around a large chunk of ESO ejected by a supernova billions of years ago. Surface conditions are extremely hazardous. In addition to thin crust and numerous magma flows, wide stretches of the landscape are coated with slippery ash and cinders ejected from volcanoes. Judging by the footprints in the ash, the two mercenaries were facing each other over the crate when they died. Both suffered single gunshot wounds and have a rifle close beside them. Prying open the crate, we discover a carefully wrapped handwritten copy of one of Matriarch Delinaga's treasures. It is unlikely she penned it herself, but the following brushwork and intricate watercolor illustrations clearly show the hand of a master scribe. The mercenary was carrying a League of One medallion. There's no indication of how or where he found it. Chohe, the deposit of samarium. Scans from this planet revealed several deposits of samarium. While scanning the planet Mingito, we detected a large deposit of uranium.
Message coming in from the brass at Arcturus. Patching it through.
Normandy? Admiral Hackett here. We're getting reports of a marked increase in Geth activity in the Skyllian Verge. Surveillance drones have identified Geth outposts on 4 different planets in the Armstrong cluster. We need someone to take them out.
We have any idea what they're after?
Hard to say. They may be just gathering intel on us. Or maybe they're setting up staging grounds for hit-and-run attacks on human colonies.
It could be the first wave of an invasion.
Let's hope not. We need someone to investigate this, Shepard. Finding Saren is still your top priority, but you've got experience fighting the Geth. You're the logical choice to take out these outposts. We're transmitting all the locations of known Geth outposts in the Armstrong cluster to the Normandy now. Admiral Hackett out.
Scanning the planet Pringle, we discovered several market buoys orbiting it. Chief Engineer Adam secured some of high-res optical images of the buoys, which appeared to have been neglected for some time. Each one was marked with the Biotic colony insignia. trilogy orbits the Vamshi binary giant stars. Vamshi A is a blue star of spectral class A4111, which burns at half again the temperature of Sol. Vamshi B is an aging red giant of class MS3 over 220 times the size of Sol. Imagine the thin atmosphere of methane, carbon monoxide. The difference in temperature between the hemisphere facing the suns and the facing deep space causes constant wind, steering the silica and sodium dust on the surface. And several characters from the Terminus systems occasionally use magic, or forms of cruel sport, dumping slaves, hostages, girdling shipmates, or even more vicious animals on the surface. One must kill the other before they will be rescued from the lethal radiation of the giant stars. Successfully surveyed a large deposit of thorium. Quarian insignia recovered. The strange-looking sensor has some ancient graffiti scribbled on it. It appears to be marked with a decent Colonia insignia. This massive skull is scored by deflected mass accelerator shots. Xenobiology files and our hard-suit computer can't identify the species. Must have been brought here from an unknown world. We've successfully surveyed a large deposit of beryllium.
Ready.
Successfully surveyed a large deposit of magnesium.
Journey.
Scans more, but have detected a deposit of lithium. Scans of Mata revealed debris from a destroyed Asari freighter. Further scans uncovered a body, which was brought on board. Chohe was examined, but learned nothing about its origins. Among the Asari's personal effects, however, was one of Matriarch Stillinaga's writings. Caspian is a classic pre-garden terrestrial world with conditions similar to those on Earth millions of years ago. Its hot, humid atmosphere is mainly composed of nitrogen and carbon dioxide. An increased amount of the surface is covered by simple lichen and algae. Should no unexpected calamity occurred, these tiny plants will change the atmosphere to an Earth-like nitrogen-oxygen mix over the next few millennia. Due to its potential for future habitability and sapient life, Caspan has been designated a sanctuary world by the Citadel Council. Landing is prohibited by law, and any disturbance of the fragile young ecosystem will result in harsh fines and imprisonment. At present, the planet is passing through the debris trail of a long-period comet. Tag recovered. Buried under the beacon was an identification tag for Captain Thane. There's no indication of why it was hidden here, or who buried it in the first place. discovery, the Geth array is transmitting regular data bursts on an encrypted channel using the Alliance FTL convoys. It's not clear where the data is being directed nor the content of the signal. Turn off GathCom.
On my way.
We have successfully surveyed a large deposit of gold. Getting this plan, we detected a large deposit of mercury. the surface is mainly composed of iron with deposits of magnesium. The goal has been noted as a possible target for long-term terraforming. The atmosphere could be increased to the thickness of Earth. The global average temperature would rise by 10 degrees Celsius. Antibar's combination of low temperatures, high-speed surface winds, and low visibility make it dangerous to explore on foot. Vehicle and the human corpses show the telltale signs of Geth weapons fire. The Geth have been mangled by the Thresher Maw. At least they got what was coming to them. Searching the ruins, we discover a protein data disk. It must have been dropped by one of that Thresher Maw's many victims. Scanning the asteroid field in the Chohe system, we picked up some anomalous readings. After some daring maneuver by Joker, a small team was able to recover some debris from one of the larger rocks. Among the items discovered was a League of One medallion. Scans from orbit have detected a deposit of cobalt. Ryangri is a small, barren terrestrial world. While it possesses a reasonably temperate climate and a number of useful resources, no mining corporation is willing to risk investment. Rogue Planet Chohe, dubbed Vats by the initial Solarian surveyor team, entered the system approximately 10,000 years ago and was trapped in a decaying orbit around Ryangri. It is nearing the end of its slow spiral inwards. Earthquakes and cyclonic windstorms are increasingly common on Ryangri. Within a few hundred years, the planets will rip each other apart. Some Asari travel consortiums have already announced sponsorship of cruises to observe the spectacle. scavengers who made this camp are gone. They seem to have abandoned it abruptly some time ago. Successfully surveyed a small deposit of polonium. Down pod contained the leak of one medallion. Its owner is nowhere to be found. Successfully surveyed a large deposit of thorium.
major base of operations.
Hold on. This receiver's picking up some kind of transmission. Based on the signal strength, I'd say it's coming from inside this star cluster.
The main Geth base. Use the signal to lock onto its location and go take it out.
Writings recovered from scans revealed a pregnant freighter orbiting one of Junor's smaller moons. The Recon team found no signs of life, but they did recover one of Matriarch dealing against writings. Scans of the asteroid field revealed a small deposit of polonium. While scanning this planet, we detected a large deposit of beryllium on a small nearby moon. Scans of Ben uncovered an ancient Solarian vessel. A small team was dispatched to search for valuables. The only item of value recovered was a leak of one medallion. Warning, level 1 heat hazard. Sulcrum is the largest moon of the gas giant, no Tanban. It has a trace atmosphere of kryptonite. The crust is composed of various metals with deposits of sodium. As with every body in the solar system, the surface is scorching hot and thoroughly irradiated by the blue giant cushion. Surface excursions without proper protective gear are certain to prove fatal. On approach to Notamban, Normandy's passive sensor array intercepted a fragmentary coded transmission from the surface of Sulcrum. Attempts to decrypt the message were fruitless, but it does not appear to be in any software coding language used by the Citadel races. There's several artifacts stored here, all worthless except for one of Matriarch Delinaga's writings. Whether it was uncovered at this dig site or elsewhere is unclear. As the last Geth falls, you hear music from across the room. On the monitor, a Quarian stands before a hushed crowd, warbling a mournful a cappella of worlds and innocence lost. The recorded song is dispatched to the Geth worlds behind the Perseus Veil. The transmitter shuts down. Discover a number of encrypted Geth data files. In the proper hands, they could reveal much about the evolution of the Geth since the banishment of the Quarians.
You lead. I'll follow. Shepard, I need to talk to you. It's important.
Is something wrong?
You know the data you took from those Geth control nodes? The information you uploaded to Alliance Control? I want a copy of it.
You want to bring this data back to the migrant fleet?
Those files have information that could be vital to our efforts to understand the Geth. It could be the key to helping us reclaim our homeworld.
If I give you this data, your pilgrimage is over. You'll go back to your own people.
Not right away. I'll stay with you as long as it takes to stop Seren. But my people need this.
It'll take years to decipher and analyze the data.
Maybe even decades, but it's worth the time. This information will give us new insight into how the Geth have changed and evolved over the past centuries.
Go ahead, make a copy.
My people, I owe you a great debt. One I can never repay. The only thing I can offer in return is what you already have. My solemn promise to stay with you until Seren and his Geth armies are defeated.
I never wanted anything more.
Thank you, Shepard.
Faster-than-light drives use ship mobility dominates space combat. The primary objective is to align the mass accelerator along the bow with the opposing vessel's broadside. Battles typically play out as artillery duels, fought at ranges measured in thousands of kilometers, though assaults through defended mass relays often occur at knife fight ranges, as close as a few dozen kilometers. Most ship-to-ship engagements are skirmishes between patrol vessels of cruiser weight and below, with dreadnoughts and carriers only deployed in full-scale fleet actions. Battles in open space are short and often inconclusive, as the weaker opponent typically disengages. Once a ship enters FTL flight, the combat is effectively over. There are no sensors capable of tracking them, or weapons capable of damaging them. The only way to guarantee an enemy will stand and fight is to attack a location they have a vested interest in, such as a settled world or a strategically important mass relay. The Mako infantry fighting vehicle was designed for the System Alliance's frigates. Though the interior is cramped, an M35 is small enough to be carried in the cargo bay and easily deployed on virtually any world. With its turreted 155mm mass accelerator and coaxially mounted machine gun, the Mako can provide a fire team with weapon support as well as mobility. Since Alliance Marines may be required to fight on any world, the Mako is environmentally sealed and equipped with microthrusters for use on low-gravity planetoids. The Mako is powered by a sealed hydrogen-oxygen fuel cell and includes a small Element Zero core. While not large enough to nullify the vehicle's mass, The core can reduce it enough to be safely airdropped. When used in conjunction with thrusters, it also allows the Mako to extricate itself from difficult terrain.